Wow. Okay, so it turns out I'm getting a little too old to eat pizza and then brownies and then Snickers bars and Kit Kats all within an hour. I completely fell into a food coma last night. I know in my last video I said, Wednesday I said I was going to do a live stream on Saturday night to announce the giveaway winner and preview this weekend's game, but to be honest with you guys, I couldn't keep up with the kids. But I'm here. In this video, I want to A, announce the giveaway winner, and B, I want to look at some buying strategy on StarStock using a filter that I've recently discovered that I want to share with you guys that I think is going to be very powerful moving forward, and at the same time preview this weekend's games. So let's dig in. Get YouTube comments. Amount of unique comments for the giveaway. This was the giveaway. Value pack based donruss, hanger box based donruss. Not too shabby, right? $15 retail value, probably like a $30 eBay value. So what we do is click the start button. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see who's gonna get it. Xander Riggs. I've been investing in Jerry Judy for cheap, buying up donruss and mosaic. Really love your channel and love the long tip videos. Your tips are fire. I love it, Xander. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate your comment, man. Congratulations. Big congratulations to Xander Riggs for winning the giveaway. Hit me up, brother. Big shout out to you. You get the retail product. Let me pop over to StarStock. I also got some shout outs I want to do before this video ends as well. Let's see what we got here. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. From the home page, click on football, and then this sort by over here. Sort by most traded 24 hours, featured latest sales, most traded 24 hours, most traded 7 days. This is a really cool way to sort all these different sorted features. So if we look at the most traded in the last 24 hours, Calvin Ridley, people have been taking those offers. Antonio Gandy Golden, very interesting one there. I'll have to show you guys a mail day that I went pretty crazy on some Logan Thomas, the tight end there. He's top 10 in targets and receptions and touchdowns. I'm really hoping for him to break out and take it to the next level because he was a quarterback. And we're on most traded in the last 24 hours. So there's your Jerry Judy, Xander. There's your Jerry Judy. That's the base donruss going for $250. I like that move, man. That guy's a great route runner. J.K. Dobbins, Hayden Hurst, Gardner Minshew, DeAndre Hopkins, no surprise there. And Brandon Ayuk definitely had a breakout week last week. It looks really good, starting to really break out there in San Francisco. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, we know what he's capable of in Kansas City, and they could definitely go all the way. Sony Michel, not really sure on that one. LaMichael Pirine, though, that one definitely makes sense. He's definitely the running back, go-to running back in the New York Jets. Just a terrible offense, though, a terrible team. I hope they can get a win this year. Will Greer, okay. So I'll be checking those most traded filters that give you guys an advantage in finding which cards are most liquid within the marketplace. Let's check this out. I'll show you the metrics that I'm looking at. So one thing, of course, that I'm looking at when it comes to quarterbacks is their age. All right, I want to see what their quarterback rating in college was. Their supporting cast efficiency, I've talked about that before. That's very important for quarterbacks' success in the NFL. Look at Russell Wilson's, very good. Now the total QBR for this season, that's a big one to look at. And so if I come in here and sort by Z to A, you see Aaron Rodgers has got the best total QBR right now. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Ryan Tannehill, Derek Carr, Drew Brees, Fitzpatrick, Wilson, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Dak, he's out. So I'll just kind of highlight him in red. I think I got Tom Brady all the way down here, but if you look at then passing touchdowns, Z to A, Tom Brady's number 2, right? Even with rushing touchdowns, Tom Brady's got 2. So we can then sort rushing touchdowns, Z to A. You saw Russell Wilson had the most passing touchdowns. Rushing touchdowns, Kyler Murray with 7 and 13 passing, so that's 20. That's pretty solid, man. He's definitely in the conversation right now. Carson Wentz with 5, Cam Newton with 5. Still, though, the Patriots, you can tell, are kind of they're really struggling without Tom Brady. The MVP award is very much narrative, so we'll see how the Cleveland Browns finish their season. That's possible. Herbert, I think you got to throw in that category for what he's doing as a rookie. He looked really good. But if you look at the supporting cast efficiency, he's got a plus 7.66 compared to Joe Burrow with a negative 10.9 supporting cast efficiency. You know, they take the offensive line into consideration on these metrics. So look at Carson Wentz, negative 10.6, which is what makes what Carson Wentz is going through up there in Philadelphia, man. Pretty impressive. Running backs, I got them sorted by age, speed score, which takes their BMI, their height and their weight into consideration. So if we look at this, we're probably going to have Derrick Henry at the top of that with Saquon Barkley, Antonio Gibson, Jonathan Taylor, A.J. Dillon, Derrick Henry. Let's look at, though, sort by red zone touches. Your man Derrick Henry, the Zangief of the NFL, number 1, 38. Todd Gurley actually pretty impressive with 33. Rushing yards, 663 for Derrick Henry, leader in the NFL right now. Total touchdowns, Derrick Henry again. Look at receptions at 7. There's a lot of guys tied with 7 touchdowns tied for the lead. Derrick Henry, Todd Gurley, Kareem Hunt, Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, Dalvin Cook. Now we look at reception leader, Alvin Kamara. And we got Mike Davis. Imagine if Christian McCaffrey never got hurt, because Mike Davis has really filled in those shoes. Receiving yards, that's also going to be Kamara leading the way there. Then Mike Davis again. And James Robinson, Chase Edmonds, a guy you saw Kenyon Drake get a nasty injury last week. Guys, this is a guy right here that you need to be looking at investing in, because he's about to become the RB1 in Arizona, and he's actually a really good athlete. Look at breakaway runs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with 7. These are runs over 15 yards. So Nick Chubb, unfortunately, he got hit with that injury. I think they're giving him till after the bye week to reevaluate his scenario. But look, breakaway runs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, gotta love that. Derrick Henry, Melvin Gordon, and then you got a bunch of guys at 4. Kamara, Jonathan Taylor, James Conner having a solid season there in Pittsburgh. Miles Sanders dealing with an injury now. Ronald Jones just can't catch the ball. Todd Gurley doing solid, man. I'm impressed with Todd Gurley. He's take care of those knees. Age, targets. So we sort by targets. Iced coffee. Important after a night of eating Halloween candy with the kids. When you're in your 30s, that's tough to do. Let's see, Z to A. DeAndre Hopkins, number 1 targets, right behind him. Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Allen Robinson, right there. Terry McLaurin, Keenan Allen, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd, Robbie Anderson, Tyler Lockett. There's your top 10 in targets, and then you drop over to red zone targets. Calvin Ridley, 12, leading by 3 over Tyler Boyd, and then you got a host of guys at 8. Amari Cooper, Tyler Lockett, Adam Thielen, Tyreek Hill, and then you look at touchdowns, actual touchdowns. Let's see who's leading that category. Tyler Lockett at 7, and he just went nuclear there last week. Adam Thielen at 7. Still have another solid Pro Bowl season for Adam Thielen. And of course, they're forced to throw the ball a lot in Minnesota. Their defense is terrible. Then Calvin Ridley, Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, and Chase Claypool at 6 touchdowns. And then Fuller, Kirk, and Metcalf at 5. Devontae Adams, OBJ, who's now hurt. Yards after catch, I love to look at this one. DeAndre Hopkins, number 1, pretty by almost 50 yards, 317. And then Terry McLaurin at 273. And then Robbie Anderson at 254. Cooper Kupp at 236. You see why I've been so bullish on McLaurin. Robbie Anderson I like, just undrafted, not very many rookie cards there to choose from on him, especially none on StarStock. You have to get that Contenders rookie auto. Now receiving yards, I think we're going to find DeAndre Hopkins again, 704. Robbie Anderson right behind him at 641. Calvin Ridley, 615. Stephon Diggs, 603. Cooper, McLaurin, DJ Moore, Allen Robinson, Tyler Lockett. So you see there, Carolina's throwing the ball a lot too, man. Their defense is pretty bad. And they're getting forced on a lot of shootout scenarios. And Teddy Bridgewater is being prolific, guys. Receptions, no surprise. DeAndre Hopkins, again, Mr. Number 1 so far in the league. Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Tyler Boyd, Robbie Anderson, Tyler Lockett, Allen Robinson, Keenan Allen, Terry McLaurin. All right, so these are tight ends, and this is what I was talking about here. So, of course, sorting by age. I love to have their age so I could see that how old they are, how much time they have left. The most targets, Darren Waller, followed by Kelsey, Kittle, Ertz, Ingram, Graham, Henry, and then Logan Thomas, like I said, number 9, and Dalton Schultz. Routes run, another big one, and you got Hayden Hurst, Kelsey. I just wanted this is an opportunity metric to know how many passing, routes, how many potential routes are they running that they could be targeted on. Schultz, Graham, Logan Thomas. Kelsey with the most red zone targets, followed by Jimmy Graham, Darren Waller, TJ Hawkinson. I love investing in this guy. Look at that age, 23, and he's in the top metrics on all these. You can potentially look at Drew Sample. Joe Burrow loves his tight ends, obviously. 8 red zone targets. Gronk coming together these last couple weeks, starting to really play good and gel well with Tom Brady on the field. Gesicki, Mark Andrews, Logan Thomas, again with the red zone targets. When we look at total touchdowns, Kelsey, Andrews, Jonnu Smith, Robert Tonyan, all 5. Jimmy Graham, TJ Hawkinson with 4. And then Darren Waller, Logan Thomas, and Jared Cook with 3. And then you could throw a few more guys in there with 3. Hayden Hurst, Tyler Higbee, Darren Fells, and Harrison Bryant. Look at yards after catch for the tight end. Travis Kelce, again, having another dominant season in Kansas City, followed by Kittle. Kittle coming back from that injury has looked incredible. Man, he's a yards after catch beast, dude. But then Waller, of course, that makes sense. He's right in that top 3 conversation now. Dalton Schultz, Noah Fant, Hayden Hurst, Jonnu Smith, Evan Ingram, TJ Hawkinson. Actual receiving yards, Kelsey again, no surprise. Kittle again, no surprise. Waller, no surprise. Hayden Hurst, Hunter Henry. I like this guy out there, 25.9 years old. Got a lot of time left as well there, so definitely like that, especially with Justin Herbert there in Los Angeles. That's going to bode well, man. I want to give some shout outs to some other subscribers that have been kick-ass, have been commenting, engaging with the community. You guys are awesome. And that's Raleigh AI, Will Hauser, Eric Uchimura, The Comeback Card Investor, Sports and Hype, Ellen Ambrose, John McLaughlin, David Minivids, Brian Kingsley, Midnight McPhee, Blake Thomas, Jags Fan 69, Rodney Moore, The Card Dojo, Econ19, Liam Redding, Mac Madden, Richard D, AJ Talks Sports, Jake TV, Amelia Bulger, Angelo Paulino, Blaine York, Lori Cleese, Austin Shizer, Chief X Heath, David Hunter, HM Art Studio, Ghetto C, Brad Nolan, Terry Wickstrom, Samu Go Poo, that's a funny name, Samu Go Poo, and he's got a question mark. Ziggy Knows, Sports Card Daily, definitely check his YouTube channel out for longest running daily sports card video on YouTube. He'll be on my channel live pretty soon. JJ Bama, and I'd keep going, guys. Malone Money Mindset, Daryl, Jorge, Carson Cruz, JB Yanks, Green Bay the Pack Opener, The Gaming God LJ, Gabriel Torres, Ellen Ambrose, and Justin Morel. Alright guys, let's jump into the announcer's booth for a second. What I want to do is go through the key starters and tough calls lineup spotlights for week 8. That's today in a few hours, guys. So check it out. Weather spotlights, week 8 games to watch. The weather spotlights, guys. The Packers Vikings, 25-mile-per-hour winds with temperatures that feel like the low 20s. Whoo, it's going to be chilly. But Rodgers remains a must start and should have a good floor. The matchup with Devontae Adams, we talked about that. Robert Tonyan, you see the tight end could have a day. Kirk Cousins throwing 10 INTs. Irv Smith. Raiders Browns, this is a big one, a major concern. 25-mile-per-hour winds with rain and temperatures of low to mid-30s. That's Cleveland. Derek Carr's a top 10 start, bumped him down to 15th because of this. Aguilar, Ruggs are pushed out of the top 29 because of this. Rashard Higgins now out of the top 25. Not expecting any upside here in the passing game, although Higgins and Jarvis Landry could have some possession grabs. Titans Bengals, winds of 17 mile per hour are expected, and that's in Cincinnati. So we got this whole northern storm thing going, cold front, which is not a terrible outlook. The bigger concern is for Joe Burrow, significant injuries to the offensive line. Like, he can really afford to get more injuries to the offensive line. Pushing Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins outside of the top 20. Bills Patriots, rain, 16 mile per hour winds in the forecast. Some rumblings of snow, not an ideal outlook, but the wind's quite a major issue. The work of a strong arm. Josh Allen has the needed arm strength in his legs to give him advantage in a game where the Bills may trample the Patriots no matter the conditions. Stephon Diggs should catch a healthy amount of passes even if the yardage totals won't be stellar. Saints Bears, the 22 to 23 mile per hour winds further dampen bleak passing outlooks here. We already know their passing outlooks between Nick Foles and Drew Brees. The only guy to utilize is Allen Robinson. I love me some A-Rob. Give it to me, brother, because I've got like 20 of his StarStock A Prism rookie cards in the system. And I'm looking for just some decent offers, guys. If you guys are interested in buying any, I'll take a $10 to $15 offer. Another candidate to catch a decent amount of passes with not much yardage upside. He can still be an end zone threat near the goal line. But certainly Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray may have some big days there. On the other side, David Montgomery, maybe Tariq Cohen. Running back spotlights, week 8. We talked about Chris Carson, 50-50 chance of playing, but it doesn't look like he's going to get the start. They're going to test the foot in the pregame warmups. That's going to lead to DJ Dallas and Travis Homer. Now, if you read here, there's concern about DJ Dallas's pass protection. We know that Seattle's going to throw the ball a lot. Most likely going to be a little bit of a shootout scenario here. So Porter's 10 to 12 carries would be what I expect from DJ Dallas. That's from Greg Bell, Tacoma Tribune News. San Francisco, we're talking about you have to pull back on the JaMychal Hasty enthusiasm after the injury. That Tevin Coleman was activated off the IR, but he had a good week of practice, so he should be expected to operate as the lead ball carrier. But as we've seen from Kyle Shanahan quite often in the past, and Kyle Shanahan loves to do this, don't piss him off, Jerick McKinnon. So we'll see what goes on there. That's a little cloudy. You've got and we've already talked about this, LaMichael Pirine and Le'Veon Bell, the revenge game of the century. And look at the tweet from Le'Veon Bell. Excited for tomorrow. First game home, and I can't wait. And so you know that Bell is going to be getting fed the ball. They're going to give him plenty of opportunities to shred up his old team. So big spotlight there. More wide receiver spotlights in week 8. The Travis Fulgham, Jalen Reagor. Any concerns that Rager's return will damage the outlook of Fulgham are off base. Fulgham has caught 5+ passes in 3 consecutive games and is the preferred high percentage target for Carson Wentz. And I love today as a high percentage, especially versus Dallas. Fulgham should be locked in as a WR2 start at Rager as a WR3. And I might go buy me some more Fulghams right now. Yeah, we're still going, guys. Prism rookie cards, StarStock A, latest sale at 5. I've got one listed at $9.99. They got A for sale from 6. That chart should be going up. Yeah, that chart is going up 5, but still, I think it's gonna keep going up. I'll take that. I'll take that $6 one. I'll take that $6.32 too. Pittsburgh, we talked about this, the big matchup of the week here, guys. It's clear that Deontay Johnson's merge is WR1 for Steelers. That's important to note because Chase Claypool's secondary option, Juju Smith-Schuster, had an encouraging outing last week, but season high of 85. That's not good when his season high is 85 receiving yards, which shows how limited his yardage production has been. This is not a good matchup for Smith-Schuster at all, as the Ravens have held receiving yards. He'll be stuffed frequently if he attempts to gain much yardage after the catch. Ben Roethlisberger does choose to go deep. Johnson and Claypool have better shots to beat the defense. Boom. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. I hope you guys enjoy the games today. Big announcement. If you didn't hear it, Thursday night on Brad the Comeback Card Investors channel, I'll be live with the CEO of StarStock, Scott Greenberg, live on my channel Wednesday night. All right, it's going to be huge, guys. Answer all your questions. Drop your questions in the comments for him, and we're going to answer them in the live stream, and we're going to really pick his brain on the best way to use StarStock, the future of StarStock, and the whole 9 yards, guys. Peace.